and the crowd erupting in absolute joy. How lovely to see them there. And they are managing to smile, pretty much, Paul, aren't they?
Well, yes. I mean, you said ladies in waiting. Ladies of the household.
Yes.
They've changed the name.
Lady Lansdowne is her close friend. So her sister Annabella is her close friend, Lady Lansdowne.
Yes.
Her grandsons, Prince George and the other pages.
How long has it been since we've had the King and Queen on the balcony wearing crowns?
Yes, I don't know.
A long time. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's a wonderful spectacle. So who else is joining them on the balcony? Can we see if we look to the right?
I thought the Prince and Princess of Wales would be there.
Because we should be seeing the Prince and Princess of Wales, shouldn't we? We need a nice close-up so we can see who's there alongside them. Camilla's still manfully smiling away. She's done a good job, though, of smiling throughout, hasn't she?
Look at her day. She's become queen. She has her grandchildren beside her.
Yes.
Her husband. What a huge day for her.
Yeah, enormous.
And so they're hoping for the flypast to happen soonish then.
Yeah.
The time 2:27 and 28 seconds.
So we can see who else is on there.
Yes, we need the camera to pan back a bit so we can see who else is with him.
So the centre room is the only room open on the front of the palace at the moment.
Yes.
It's a building site.
Ah, there we see.
There we
so we can see the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, that's the daughter and the prince.
Yes, and then we can see...
And the Viscount behind.
Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis at the front. And then we can see the Waleses, Kate and William. And we were right to say, weren't we, that...
The Duke of Edinburgh
There's a Princess Royal trying to peep out from behind.
And we can say, we were right to say that it's the slimmed-down royals. We're not seeing anybody else on the balcony, are we?
No.
Yes, and Prince Harry was seen, his car has been spotted leaving London. Lip readers said that the Duke of Sussex told Jack Brooksbank before the ceremony that he'd be heading off as they took their seats inside Westminster Abbey before saying the words airport and 3:45 p.m. So, Sharon, you're absolutely right.
You were right.
You were right. At the 4:30 flight to LA.
Yeah.
Yes. So they're on the balcony, he's already at the airport.
Oh, he'll be sat at the Windsor Suites at the airport.
Yeah, ready, and escorted on. But not private jet, I'm quite surprised. Because it's all just flying private jet.
I think that they've been embarrassed about that, so they won't do that anymore.
No.
And David Leake, it's a minute and 15 seconds till the fly past. Tell us what we can expect. It's going to be a slimmed-down affair, but glorious.
It will be a slimmed-down affair. Great disappointment for the pilots, and actually not just the pilots, but the Royal Air Force, the Navy and the Army, and the Royal Marines, because they've all got pilots and aircraft of their own flying in this. So those who are not participating will be, really hugely disappointed that they're rained off. But I've just been outside. The cloud base has descended.
Really?
And it does not surprise me. It's a sensible decision, because to have those huge, heavy aircraft and some of those fighter jets flying over London at very low, below the cloud base, that's and in close, tight formation, is not something you would sensibly do. So obviously a sensible decision.
So
but we'll see plenty of helicopters.
From 60 to about 25.
To about 25. So there'll be helicopters and the Red Arrows.
It's a shame they couldn't do it on Monday.
Yes, they
because
could.
It is
it
holiday.
impossible to regroup and do it somewhere else, or might they do it somewhere else on another day?
No, I think they'll wait.
Oh, here we are.
Here we go.
Here we are, David. Over to you.
So helicopters, rather difficult to see what they are in the distance. These look like the training aircraft.
Wow, it is.
The Junos, I think they're called. Goodness, and the murk. It's hard to tell which helicopters they are.
It's almost like a fog there.
Yes, it looks like actual fog.
Yeah, fog.
Now we've got the Wildcat and the Apaches.
These are the Juno helicopters, I think. 3 Juno H-1
There were 3 Juno
helicopters.
that's right.
Yes.
And then there were the Apaches and Wildcats.
Yes, the second
The armed
wave when it
helicopters.
comes. A Wildcat helicopter and 2 Merlin Mark II helicopters.
Yeah.
That will be the second
Here
wave.
we go.
So they've reorganised the waves by the looks of things. So here are the Chinooks.
How can you tell it's a Chinook? The shape?
How can you tell?
Yeah.
Because it's the only aircraft in our inventory that's got 2 sets of rotor blades on them.
Ah.
I think there was a puma flying at the back of them as well. So 3 Chinooks and a puma, that looked like.
No Lancasters, no Hurricanes, no Spitfires, no Typhoon fighter jets, but helicopters.
Of course, everyone's waiting.
And there will be the
Red
red arrows.
arrows.
But there will be the red
There will be
arrows.
the red arrows. You can't have a fly past without the red
No, you
arrows.
have to have
You
the red
can't have a
arrows.
royal fly past without.
Ah, here we are.
go.
Here we are. What can we see, David?
Wow.
David, what can we see?
So these are the hawks of the RAF's Red Arrows, the RAF's air display team, flying as they always do with immaculate precision. There isn't an aerobatic team like the Red Arrows in the world. There are other aerobatic teams, but nothing of the quality and distinction and history of the Red Arrows.
Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it?
What a sight.
Red, white and blue. Oh, they're probably thinking, OK, we've done that,
Thinking
can we go
that's it
inside?
now. That's the
That's it.
signal. That's the signal
That's
now.
it.
The show's over.
Yeah.
We should go back inside.
Shoes off.
Yes.
Photographs
Let's
first
get
and then
something
lunch.
to eat.
Camilla is very mentally holding on to the crown, isn't she?
She is.
But it's a nice tableau there.
Oh,
with
yes.
The King and the Queen surrounded not by,
Family members.
if I may say, the older, I was
No.
nearly saying geriatric members of the royal family.
Far right
But
of
look,
screen.
But young people there.
Yeah.
Young people, they're the future generation. It's really very significant that they are flanking the King and the Queen.
Yes. And we have Princess Alexandra, the Duke of Kent, Duchess of Gloucester on the right, and as you say, all
have
the
to
young
say,
pages in the middle.
Everybody was really waiting to see Prince George or Prince Louis.
Misbehave,
misbehave.
but they
I
haven't.
was going to say pulling a stunt.
But they
That
haven't.
would be too Harry-like.
Not a thing. They've
now
been
they're being
absolutely
told to go
exemplary
in.
the entire time.
And I think what will happen now
Off you go.
is just with the King and Queen on the balcony.
Yeah.
Everyone else will go inside. And that's the shot that everybody wants. The King and Queen on the balcony at Buckingham Palace.
Yes.
It'll be the front page of all newspapers.
And when they go inside, official special coronation portrait photographs will be taken by photographer Hugh Burnell. Now, he's the guy that once dressed as a bear or something in order to keep all the children quiet during the photo shoot. And also always produces jelly beans, that's his trademark, to keep everyone happy. And I bet everyone will be thrilled to have a jelly bean at this juncture. So that should be good fun. It shouldn't be a terrible ordeal.
And Lord Lichfield,
Oh, no,
when he
he's-
took pictures, had a whistle.
They're
He
going
whistled.
in, all of them.
Well, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Nice
You want to
big
see
wave
just
from the
King and
King.
Queen.
All right. Let's go to our correspondent, Oliver Whitfield-Miocic at Canada Gate.
Wow, what a special moment that was, Vanessa. Just seeing there the King and Queen in the imperial state crown, waving at the crowds, the flyover, and then, of course, the red arrows. That really sent everybody into a huge cheer here. Then we heard God Save the King being played by one of the military bands, and people again really excited. It's been a day of pomp and ceremony, a day where the King had fulfilled his destiny. For so many years, as Prince Charles, he had stood on that balcony supporting his mother through various jubilees, through various occasions, and now it is his moment. It is his time that he has been coronated, wearing that crown, and looking down the mall at what an impressive turnout it had been considering how bad the weather has been. We'd been warned that there could be light rain today. In the end, in parts of it, it was really quite a downpour. All of the people who are out here are soaking wet. The energy companies will be rubbing their hands with glee, because I imagine when they get back, they're all going to be wanting to run a bath because they're going to be damp and they're going to be ever so slightly cold. But what an absolute spectacle that was at the end. That fly past, although shortened, it still did take our breath away down here.
Oliver, thank you very much indeed.